And despite that lawsuit, many people are wondering how long it will take for Helene relief money from SB 382 to reach victims. Queen City News reporter Shakira Speaks is here. And Shakira, you got some insight on that timeline.
Yeah, Brian, the North Carolina General Assembly has approved 3 aid packages in response to Hurricane Helene: the Disaster Recovery Act, Senate Bill 743, and Senate Bill 382. They total up to $1.1 billion. A High Point University political science professor says right now there's no timetable on when Western North Carolina neighbors will receive the funds.
It does take time. Once you say, oh, okay, we intend to spend this money, it takes time to make sure that you can acquire the goods, that you can hire the services that you're going to need.
It's going to take time before Western North Carolina's Helene survivors receive financial help to get them back on their feet. But just how long? Senate Bill 382 calls for the transfer of $227 million from the state's, quote, rainy day fund to Helene relief. But state leaders cannot get it until the General Assembly approves its use. And that won't happen until lawmakers' 2025 session begins in January.
Once the money is appropriated, as I understand it, the way the branches of government work, that it's up to the executive branch to implement, right? And so it means you have all these different agencies, different functions of government, and sometimes they hire not-for-profit or private sector companies to do the implementation. So the money, the resources, and so forth is managed by the executive branch rather than this new legislature.
But it's been 3 months. We've been down here a couple of times, and we should have done more sooner. We talk about figuring all this out. The people in North Carolina are tired of hearing that help is on the way. It's not coming.
The measure passed this week splits the cash between state agencies. $2 million is intended for technical assistance to soil and water conservation districts in affected areas. And at least $100 million will go towards cash flow loans to local governments in the region. Those loans must be repaid within 5 years. But a Charlotte woman who has followed the progress of SB 382 believes people, the storm victims of Western North Carolina, should receive the bulk of the aid.
Why would we not first put money in the pockets of people and create a system that's reimbursement? We can have people provide receipts that says, this is what I paid for when we had to go to that hotel, when we had to go out of state. These are the expenses. It is very hard to watch this group of people be so future focused and completely disregard what happened in arrears. People are already out of that money.
So on Wednesday, the director of the State Office of Budget and Management told leaders that a third of that money is serving as a state match required to access federal money, and another third is in the form of loans. That means the majority of the $353 million the state has committed so far will take longer to spend, and that money is focused on infrastructure rather than the people in Western North Carolina. Brian.